Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Week 92 of my keto and intermittent fasting journey. And this week we're going to talk about how my week went. I mentioned in my last video that I was going to stop weighing myself, that I have an addiction to the scale, and it just has been interfering with my journey and causing me to lose the joy, or causing me to not be able to find the joy in this journey and to embrace it. So I did not weigh myself this week, all week long. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what it felt like and how hard it was and what I plan on doing going forward. So let's go. Alright guys, before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Your support truly does mean everything. It helps to grow my channel, and I just want to be able to reach as many people as I can to help inspire you guys to get healthy with me. And it's just fun. It's just fun doing this, so I love seeing my channel grow. So please hit that subscribe button, share my videos, like my videos, because it does boost the algorithm and YouTube sends my video more. So I would truly appreciate it. And I do have a support group on Facebook, The Shrinkables. So if you haven't joined our community over there, please consider doing that too. It's so important to have a good support system in your life, people who understand what it's like and how hard it is to just battle the weight. So come join us over there. That link is below. Never mind my hot mess look going on over here. Yeah, we just went for a walk. I just walked with the kids and they rode their scooters, and it's starting to get a little hot outside, but I didn't dress up for this video. So I was just like, you know what? Let's just be the real me today, right? I'm the real me every week. So the scale. This is the first time, guys, in 92 weeks that I have taken it seriously, not weighing myself. I have an addiction to the scale when I am on a weight loss journey. If I'm doing bad and I don't want to see that number, I stay far away from that scale. But when I'm doing this, I weigh in every single morning and every single night. And it has become an addiction, you know, of some sort. It's become an obsession. And not weighing in for this entire week, it was hard because it became a habit. It's just a habit, right? Like stepping on the scale. I put it away so I don't even see it. And in the beginning of the week, I wanted to weigh myself, but I'm like, no, I'm going to stick to this. I'm going to commit to this, and I'm going to see how I feel, how it makes me feel. So in the beginning, especially the days where like I felt good, I really wanted to step on that scale and see what the number was. And so I would stop myself and say, why? Why do I need to see that number? Why? I know I did good. I know that I'm eating the right things. I know that I feel good. Why do I need to see that number? So it was kind of like a wake-up call to me that I really have been allowing that scale to tell me how I'm doing, you know? I've been allowing that scale to be a way bigger part of my journey than it should be. So on the days that I really wanted to weigh in, I just focused on the journey. I focused on what I was doing. I focused on the lifestyle and truly living. Halfway through the week, I had a really great feeling day. I just felt really good and I wanted to weigh in. So I'm like, why don't I take my measurements? I took my measurements on May 2nd. So I took them at the beginning of the month. And I'm so glad I did that, because then I had something else that I could see, right? Something real. Because the scale isn't real sometimes. The scale is going to lie to us. The scale is just, it's the enemy sometimes, right? Like we could be doing so amazing and on track and do all the right things, and then the scale is going to tell us we gained weight. So I took my measurements, and I am so glad I did. I lost 2.5 inches since the beginning of May. Just in my belly. So I lost 1/2 inch on my upper belly, 1 inch on my middle belly, and then another inch on my lower belly. So I didn't need the scale to tell me how I'm doing, right? Like I'm losing inches. I obviously was carrying some bloat, for me to lose that many inches this month, but we need to focus on other things, the NSVs, non-scale victories, right? Like, because those are real. Those are real results, not the scale. The scale isn't real results. It's just the number. It's just the number, and sometimes it's a number that's going to lie to us. It's not going to tell us how we really did. So this week was pretty cool because I realized this week that not stepping on the scale was completely freeing for me. It was such a freeing feeling because I didn't have anyone to answer to. Like I didn't have, like if I had a slip up, I immediately think, oh my gosh, I gained some weight. Great. Like I'm going to step on the scale and I'm going to see that number. No, you just get back on track and you try again, I didn't have the scale to yell at me and be angry with me and tell me that I did bad. We're always going to have slip ups. We just are. We're human. We're imperfect people. And so we're going to do imperfect things. We're never going to be perfect, ever. And so when that happens, it's just so important to focus on the big picture, right? Just get back on track and try again, And so not having the scale to answer to was just really freeing for me. It was an amazing experience for me. And some of you are probably like, what's the big deal? Just don't weigh yourself, right? But guys, I have an obsession to the scale. So this was a big deal for me this week. It was a big deal not to step on the scale, not to rely on that number to tell me how I'm doing, because over 92 weeks, I have been weighing myself every single day. 92 weeks. And I think I only tried to, not step on the scale for 5 days. It was like 3 to 5 days that I stuck it out, but I wasn't even really serious about it. This time I'm serious because I want to focus on what's truly important, I've said this so many times that this journey isn't about losing weight. It's not. This journey is about getting healthy physically, but most importantly, mentally. We need to get mentally healthy because that is what's going to fix these issues. I got to almost 400 pounds at one point in my life. Something obviously is going on up there. And so I need to fix the mental part of this if I ever want to be a different person and remain that different person. I can lose the weight. I know what I'm doing when it comes to losing weight. I can do keto. I can do my intermittent fasting. I can do exercise. I know what to do. But if I don't figure out the mental part, I'm going to gain all my weight back. I have done it before, over and over and over again. So this is like a new chapter for me. This is like a new part of this journey that I'm tackling. I'm tackling this other addiction that I have, the scale. And the scale has been a huge part of this journey. And this week, it wasn't a part of my journey. It wasn't a part of it at all. And it was just a really great experience. And I know that I'm going to go the entire month. I'm not going to weigh myself in May. It's a no weigh May month. And so I said that, I would weigh myself June 1st. And I still may weigh myself June 1st, but I'm going to know when it's time to step on that scale. I'm not going to weigh myself until I am ready, until I know I'm ready. One of my fears of not weighing myself, which is why I have such an addiction to the scale, is I need to prepare myself. I need to prepare myself for that number. Because if I go an entire week or an entire month and I do great, and then I step on the scale and I don't lose any weight or I even gain, or, it's just that expectation that, like you want to have a great number and then it's not. It's just like this utter disappointment. And that is why I have stepped on the scale every single morning and every single night, because I need to see the number. I need to be prepared. I need to prepare myself for that number and to prevent that disappointment. And I don't want to be that person anymore. So that is why I'm doing this. And I'm going to focus on the NSVs. I am going to focus on how I'm feeling. I'm going to take measurements, when I'm feeling really good and I feel like I've lost weight, so that I can see some results and know that I'm doing well. because those are real results, right? And most importantly, like this week, I have just really been committing to no trigger foods, understanding what my trigger foods are and then staying away from them. Really appreciating this journey and appreciating myself, respecting myself enough to not put myself through that misery. Stay away from the trigger foods. That is my commitment, going forward, because I don't want to make this harder on myself. And every single time I have a trigger food, I make it harder on myself, even if it's a little bite, I have an addiction. I have a sugar and carb addiction. And I have to do what is best for me. I can't be one of those normal people who can have what they want to eat every once in a while. It's just not me. I can't do it, unfortunately. But that's okay, because I can learn to love my life the way that it is. I can learn to love my weight loss journey the way that it has to be. And that is freedom. That is true freedom. Loving the life that you have and being thankful for what you have. I'm so thankful that I get to be on this journey. I'm so thankful that I can eat delicious foods and fall in love with them. I don't need the carby crap, right? Like, it's mindset. Like, what are we focusing on? We need to focus on the positive parts of our lives, the positive parts of this journey, and really embrace it and really fall in love with it. And that's what I'm going to be working on going forward. I also want to mention really quick, the other day I had a super active day. I went walking with the kids while they rode their scooters. And then I went on a hike with my aunt, and I got 15,000 steps in one day. Like, I'm so super proud of myself. That's huge for me, huge. Like, I usually get around 8,000 steps a day, and that's with like a little workout in, like a little, a walk or whatever. I'll get about 8,000 steps. My kids easily give me 5,000 steps. Like, I have no problem with that. And so getting a little workout in gets me to 8,000 to 10,000 sometimes. But I got 15,000 steps the other day, and it just felt really good, and just the more I move my body, the more active I am, the better I feel. And I really need to be consistent with it. I really need to make that a priority. I need to make exercise a priority. And my issue is time. And so I really need to figure out how to do that, right? Because I do have time, but I have to be intentional with that time. And fitting exercise in there needs to be a priority. So this morning I was working on editing my last video, my last What I Eat in a Day video. And I stand when I edit because the kids are all over me if I have my laptop down, and kids. So I stand in the kitchen and edit my video, and that's where I work. And so my back hurt today. It was just, I don't know, I slept wrong last night too. And so I was just sore. And so the kids really wanted to go for a walk. And so I'm like, well, let's go for a walk. And so I went, and lo and behold, I feel better. It's like the more we move our bodies, the better we're gonna feel. And I have arthritis in my legs, and I notice that when I walk and I move my body and I get some exercise in, it just feels better. So if you're feeling broken, oh gosh, I know how it feels. I know how it feels to feel broken. Let's get up, let's move our bodies and unbreak ourselves. So Derek from Derek's Journey, he's having another Steps Challenge in June, and I have signed up for that. I'm not going to be a captain this month, but I did want to join the Steps Challenge and really push myself to get those steps in. So if you haven't signed up for one of his Steps Challenges, you should. It's fun, and it's just, we're on teams, but there really is no competition. We all do this together. We have a big team goal to reach to with how many steps. And some of these people on these challenges, they're freaking amazing. They get like a lot of steps in, but I would love to shoot for 10,000 steps a day. So if you want to join in on the challenge, I'm going to put his video link down below, just in case. All right, I guess that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys are having a great week. And as always, never hesitate to reach out to me. Like this video if you did like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and my support group link is down below, so come join us over there too. All right guys, stay safe and choose health. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright.